Sheri Gould here with your visual vocal tip. This week I'm continuing in my series of answering some questions that people have left on my Facebook page. So I'd like to encourage you, if you have any questions, be sure to visit me on my Facebook page and ask me questions. I'm happy to answer them, and this is a great way to get your question answered in a way that's easy for you to understand. So today I'm going to answer a question that actually a couple of different people asked. I will read it to you the way it was first asked because I think he does a great job. This is from Michael, and he says, "One of my big frustrations is that even though I do not consider myself tone deaf, I can play by ear and hear a wrong note or chord, and even tell people when they're singing off key. I cannot maintain good pitch myself. Are there any techniques or exercises I can use to work on this?" That is such a great question. It was such a great question that more people actually said, yes, answer that question. I would like to know the answer. I find that that is very common, and people don't really understand what it means to be tone deaf. It's actually very, very rare. Being tone deaf would mean that you really can't hear pitch, and that's really not the case. Just as Michael has described, he hears pitch. He certainly hears pitch outside of himself. What Michael is struggling with is the ability to get the muscles in his body to connect with the pitches that he hears and to reproduce them accurately. Now, the best thing that you can do, Michael, I would suggest, is to begin to record yourself and listen back carefully. There are a number of things that you can, different products that are out there that you could use as well that will help you to stay on pitch and learn to do that. But if you play an instrument, one of the best things I can see for you to do would be to get on your instrument. Let's say, for example, you play keyboard and strike that note. Let's say you're going to strike a middle C, and I want you to hit that note, ding, and then see if you can match that pitch vocally. Ah, and I want you to record it. And I want you to see what your tendencies are. Are your tendencies to sing sharp, to sing flat, whatever they are, then you can go back and try to correct that. You need to get some good muscle memory going on because that is what we're dealing with in here. And until you've established that correct muscle memory, you don't have it. It's not just like right there. Some of us are what I like to term lazy listeners. We sort of hit the pitch, but not exactly. And we need to get better and better at that. It's only practice that's going to make that difference. Now, I also am familiar with a product that's out there called, Roland just came out with this. It's called the VT12. I don't know if you can see that in the little video monitor. It's a vocal trainer. I don't know everything about this little instrument yet, but I do know this, that it has some exercises on there, and what happens is I think that the exercises play, and you sing along with it, and then you push the button and it replays. So it records you alongside that exercise, and you can really check your progress. So that's a great little tool. You can find that on the internet. Just look up the Roland VT12, and I think you'll be happy with that. But aside from that, just good old hard work. Recording, listening back, and trying to fix that up is probably the best thing that you can do. You can also ask for feedback for those people that you sing around or people that can hear you sing and say, did that sound flat to you? The more you listen, the more you begin to reach a little differently than you did before, the more you'll begin to see progress and you'll be encouraged. All right, thanks Michael so much for asking that question. I just want to remind you all to come and visit me on my website at sherigould.com or like my Facebook page. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye until next time.